What if the next video that changes the world never actually happened? Alex is watching the news when Maya appears on screen with an urgent announcement. Her voice is steady. Her expression feels natural. The lighting, shadows, and tiny movements of her face all look completely real. Nothing seems suspicious, so Alex believes every word. And that is exactly what makes the video dangerous. The most convincing deepfake will not look strange. It will look ordinary enough that no one thinks to question it. Seconds later, Alex checks his phone and sees an official statement from Maya's network. She never recorded that announcement. He looks back at the television, expecting the illusion to collapse. But it does not. Maya is still speaking naturally, blinking at the right moments and reacting exactly like a real person. Alex now knows the video is fake, but his eyes keep telling him it is real. That contradiction is the beginning of a much bigger problem. For now, many deepfakes still leave small clues behind. A face may feel slightly unnatural. The eyes may move strangely. The skin might appear too smooth, and the voice may not perfectly match the mouth. Most viewers never notice these details, but digital forensics experts, like Sarah, know exactly where to look. These tiny mistakes are often the only difference between a real person and a machine-generated performance. Sarah begins with the eyes. Real people blink without thinking, but artificial faces have to predict when and how that blink should happen. Sometimes the eyes stay open too long. Sometimes they close at an unnatural moment. Sometimes both eyelids move with mechanical precision. The mistake may last less than a second, but to a trained system, that second can expose the entire illusion. Next, Sarah studies the lips. Human speech is a complicated sequence of tiny muscle movements, and every sound changes the shape of the mouth. In weaker deepfakes, the voice may begin just before the lips move, or the mouth may form the wrong shape for a particular word. Most people cannot consciously explain what feels wrong. They simply sense that something is off. But even that tiny mismatch may soon disappear. Then Sarah checks the details people rarely watch: fingers, earrings, glasses, teeth, and reflections. A ring may vanish between frames. A hand may briefly develop an extra finger. A wristwatch can change shape as the person moves. These errors seem almost ridiculous, but they happen because artificial intelligence is not recording reality. It is rebuilding reality, one frame at a time, and sometimes forgetting what it created a moment earlier. But every discovered mistake becomes a lesson. Engineers show the system its unnatural blinking, distorted hands, and broken reflections. The model studies the failure, adjusts itself, and tries again. The next generation makes fewer mistakes. Then the next one removes even more. Deepfake technology is not standing still. It is learning from every weakness we use to detect it. To improve, the system studies enormous collections of faces. It learns how people smile when they are nervous, how their eyebrows move when they are surprised, and how their skin changes under different lighting. It studies different ages, accents, emotions, and camera angles. One human lifetime would never be enough to observe all of this, but an artificial intelligence can analyze millions of examples and compress them into a model capable of creating someone who never stood in front of a camera. A face is only part of the deception. With a short recording, an artificial intelligence system can begin learning the rhythm, pitch, accent, and emotional patterns of a person's voice. The more audio it receives, the more convincing the copy becomes. Soon, it can say sentences the real person never spoke. It can sound calm, frightened, excited, or desperate. The voice is familiar, but the words belong to someone else. The system does not stop at copying a face and voice. It learns personality signals too. A slight pause before answering, a nervous smile, the way someone raises one eyebrow when they doubt something. These small habits make a person feel recognizable. Once they are reproduced, the fake stops looking like an animation and starts feeling like someone you know. That emotional familiarity is what makes people lower their guard. Then Alex's phone rings. Elena's name appears on the screen. When he answers, he hears her voice trembling. She says she is in trouble and needs help immediately. Alex has known that voice his entire life. He recognizes every pause, every breath, and every trace of fear. He does not see a suspicious stranger or a strange account. He sees his sister. And in that moment, emotion begins moving faster than logic. Then the caller asks Alex to send money. Not tomorrow, not after checking, right now. A countdown appears, and the voice becomes more desperate. This is the real weapon: urgency. When people are frightened, they stop analyzing and start reacting. The attacker does not need Alex to believe forever. The deepfake only needs to control him for the few seconds required to press one button. But Alex hesitates. Instead of sending the money, he reaches for another device and calls Elena through a number he already trusts. The first caller tries to keep him talking, insisting there is no time. That pressure makes Alex even more suspicious. A few seconds later, the real Elena appears on the second screen, safe at home and completely confused. The voice on the first call was perfect, but the story was not. The fake caller disconnects immediately. The screen goes black, and the urgent messages disappear. Alex stares at the phone, realizing how close he came to sending money to a machine wearing his sister's identity. Nothing about the voice had sounded artificial. Nothing about the face had looked wrong. What saved him was not better eyesight. It was the decision to verify before acting. But not everyone stops in time. The same system can call hundreds or thousands of people in a single day. It can imitate children, parents, managers, doctors, or police officers. Some victims are elderly. Others are exhausted, distracted, or already afraid. The scam does not need to fool everyone. It only needs a small percentage of people to react before they think. At scale, even a low success rate becomes devastating. Now, imagine the same technology targeting an entire business. Victor Hale, the head of a major technology company, appears in a video call and announces that the company is nearly bankrupt. His voice, office, clothing, and expressions all look authentic. Employees begin messaging one another. Investors panic. News accounts repost the video before anyone confirms where it came from. The statement is false, but the market does not wait for the truth. Within seconds, automated trading systems detect the negative announcement and begin selling. Human investors see the price falling and join the panic. The decline accelerates because every reaction becomes evidence for the next reaction. No one wants to be the last person holding the stock. A fabricated video has now triggered real financial losses, even though Victor never said a word. Minutes later, the real Victor appears at an official press conference and proves the announcement was fabricated. But the correction cannot reverse time. Investors have already sold, employees are frightened, customers are questioning the company, and millions of people have seen the fake. The truth may eventually catch the lie, but it cannot always repair what happened while the lie was ahead. But a fake financial announcement is only the beginning. Imagine opening your phone and seeing a world leader declare war. Their face looks real, their voice sounds real, every movement matches perfectly. Within seconds, the video is copied, reposted, and translated across the world. News channels interrupt their broadcasts, markets begin to fall, families call each other in panic, and military officials are forced to ask a terrifying question. Is this real, or has someone just weaponized artificial intelligence? The video may be fake, but the fear it creates is completely real. By the time officials begin checking the video, the lie is already everywhere. Millions of people share it without waiting for confirmation, because shocking information travels faster than careful information. A fake video only needs a few emotional seconds to capture attention, but proving that it is false requires experts, original files, official statements, and time. And on the internet, time is everything. The first story people see often becomes the story they remember, even after it has been corrected. Fortunately, experts are not searching with human eyes alone. Digital forensic systems look beneath the surface of a video. They examine facial landmarks, microphone patterns, camera noise, compression artifacts, lighting directions, reflections, and hidden metadata. A fake may look flawless to you, but tiny mathematical inconsistencies can still reveal how it was created. For now, these invisible clues give investigators a chance, but that chance is becoming smaller with every generation of artificial intelligence. But there is a problem. Every time a detector learns to recognize one mistake, the generator learns to remove it. Strange blinking disappears. Lip synchronization improves. Skin texture becomes natural. Lighting and reflections become physically accurate. Even the invisible fingerprints left by cameras can be artificially reproduced. It becomes an endless competition. One AI creates the deception, another AI tries to expose it, and then the first AI returns even stronger. Eventually, the detector may scan a completely fabricated person and find absolutely nothing wrong. Then the moment arrives. Sarah places two videos side by side. One was recorded by a real camera. The other was created entirely by artificial intelligence. The same face, the same voice, the same breathing, blinking, shadows, and reflections. Alex watches both videos again and again, but he cannot identify the fake, and neither can the detection software. For the first time in history, seeing something happen may no longer be evidence that it ever happened at all. And this creates an even darker danger. If fake videos can look real, then real videos can be dismissed as fake. A criminal caught on camera could simply say, "That was generated by AI." A corrupt official could deny an authentic recording. A company could reject genuine evidence of wrongdoing. Suddenly, deepfakes do not only create convincing lies, they create doubt around the truth itself. And once enough people become uncertain, the person with the most power may decide which version of reality survives. So researchers are changing the question. Instead of asking, can we detect every fake, they are asking, can we prove where authentic media came from? Imagine every real photo and video receiving a secure digital birth certificate at the moment it is captured. It could record the original device, the time, the location, and every authorized edit. Anyone viewing the file could verify its complete history. The goal would not be to make fabrication impossible. It would be to make genuine content provable. Now, imagine someone secretly replacing the speaker's face or voice. The video might still look perfect, but its verified history would no longer match. The authentication chain would break, and viewers would receive a warning before believing or sharing it. Social platforms could display a simple message: "This content has no trusted origin." That warning would not prove the video is fake, but it would remind people that realism is no longer the same as authenticity. But no security system is perfect. Cameras can be stolen, signing keys can be compromised, trusted accounts can be hacked, and people can still ignore every warning when a video makes them angry, afraid, or excited. That means the final defense may not be a more powerful algorithm. It may be a simple human habit: pause. If a message demands immediate action, money, secrecy, or panic, verifying it through another channel before reacting. In the age of synthetic media, hesitation may become a survival skill. One day, Artificial intelligence may create faces, voices, and entire events that are visually indistinguishable from reality. But the most frightening future is not one where everyone believes every fake. It is one where people stop trusting anything at all. Real evidence becomes questionable, honest voices become easy to dismiss, and truth becomes just another opinion competing for attention. When that day arrives, your eyes and ears will no longer be enough. You will need proof, because when seeing is no longer believing, authenticity becomes everything. If you enjoyed this video and want to keep exploring how modern technologies really work, from 5G and AI to networking, cybersecurity, cloud computing, satellites, and the future of telecommunications, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Every week, we break down complex engineering concepts into clear, practical, and engaging content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.